But really, this Indonesian pair have achieved so much since they formed that partnership after Athens. Twice world champions and Olympic silver medalists. And certainly, we've noticed from the Indonesians' previous matches in the early stages, always very content to sit back and defend. Ian, as far as the Chinese pair is concerned, obviously China a great tradition in the mixed doubles. Zhang Nan, now I think he's one of the most exciting young players on the tour.
Yes, he looks a tremendous prospect, and certainly this week has been very impressive. He's played with no fear against some of the best pairs in the world, and two of his own country's top pairs as well, so I can't see him being too intimidated this afternoon.
What a good rally. Goodness me. Well, no worries about the players trying to play themselves into form. Absolutely settled in these early stages. Only the second rally of the match. Obviously, with the Chinese pair, such a new combination. This is the first time that these two pairs have met each other. But Zhao Yunlei, well, we know she's a class act. She's been world #1 in the women's doubles with Chen Xu. In fact, they were beaten finalists in the women's doubles last year, and she will be appearing later on today in the women's doubles final as well. She's going to be a busy player. And of course, we had qualifiers in the final of the mixed doubles at the All England Championships last year. Ko Sun-hyun and Ha Jung-eun lost the final to He Han-bin and Yu Yang. But we've been searching the record books, and of course, with Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei having battled their way through the qualifying rounds, we can't find anyone that's been a qualifier and won an All England title. This could be history in the making.
I really think this has got the makings of a great final. We've got Nova with the added motivation of it being his last All England against a very young and very, very talented Chinese pair. I think this is going to be an exceptional match.
Just overdone it. Of course, he's formed a very nice men's doubles partnership as well with Chai Biao. Oh, that's unbelievable. What a fabulous smash.
And this is what Nova does so well. He uses so much variety from the rear court and really keeps his opponents guessing as to where the attack's going to be.
Sensational. Zhao Yunlei just guiding the shuttle to the back of the court into the big open space. Perfection. Surely. That one is. He took one down his forehand side, was absolutely convinced it was going to go wide. In fact, watched the line judge, started to make the call. Well, justice in the end.
Youthful experience, youthful enthusiasm there from the young Chinese boy. Really, really motivating. I think that was a good example of he's really up for this one.
Be ready, please.
The indecision costing him dear. Well, I thought when we watched that second rally of the match, I thought, my goodness, none of these players got any nerves at all. But the last couple of rallies, I think actually the youngster from China, the 19-year-old, I think he's struggling just a wee bit.
Yes, I think that's another example. I mean, they started off very quickly, but I think Nova's managed to get control of the tempo of the game a little bit. A lot of variety, not really letting them settle into any routine. And Nova's settled very quickly. Yesterday had a very slow start in the semi-final, but today he's come out all guns firing.
Luck of the net cord in return from Zhang Nan.
Service over. 5-8.
Good defence.
We see the combination of the Indonesian pair. Nova, complete confidence in Natsir to leave her in the rear court. He takes one or two chances in the front court. Really, really great mixed doubles play there.
Indonesia haven't won mixed doubles here at the All England Championships for 31 years. It was way back in 1979 that Christian Hadanata and Imelda Wigeno won the title. It's a long, long time. Oh, great agility. Zhang Nan applauded by Zhang Jun. Zhang Jun, of course, twice Olympic champion with Gao Ling. Terms, although the Chinese pair are a very new combination, I think we can expect to see them playing more what you and I would probably call more traditional mixed doubles, with really Zhao Yunlei trying to get to the net as much as possible.
Very much so. Zhang Nan's a superb athlete and a great mover around the rear court, and she must have so much confidence with his court coverage, so she'll commit very heavily to the front court and be looking to be very, very aggressive and take Natsir off the front court. But I also think the statistic you gave a while ago about the length of time since Indonesia won the mixed doubles title is very important, and I'm sure Nova's aware of that, and what a fitting end to his career it would be to win the 100th All England Championship.
does have the most extraordinarily good defence, but as we were talking yesterday during their semi-final, it bewilders me why they're so content to defend the whole time, because inevitably their defence does eventually get broken down.
Yes, it's something we've seen over the last couple of years. Nova, he likes to work his way into matches, and they tend to start in quite a defensive mode for the first half of the first sets.
That's short. These rallies are just absolutely brilliant. To the mid-game interval. The Indonesians with a 3-point advantage. Well, look at that. Indonesians yet to make an error. 5 coming from the Chinese pair, though. Isn't that wonderful? You really see the physical effort that goes into hitting a shuttle.
11-8. Play.
Yeah, good interception. You were talking in, well, you've been saying all week the importance of the serve, the return of serve and the third shot, absolutely critical in doubles.
And that's where Nova's experience may come into play in this match. Early stage of the rally, taking the attack when he needs it. I think we'll see a lot of this during the match.
Unbelievable. Well, we were talking earlier in the tournament about Liliana Natsir. When she does go forward to the net, she is brilliant, which makes it even more bewildering why she wants to stay back in court and defend.
It seems to be a pattern this week that the first half of the sets, they're happy to defend a little bit more. Natsir sitting back.
Well, service judge calling a fault, racket not facing in a downward direction, says Michaela Bensova of the Czech Republic. One was going up. Oh, they got away with it, the Chinese pair. That was the one I thought may have been going wide. Oh, what a super return. She's got lovely racket skills. In fact, all the Indonesians, it's a bit of a trait of theirs, isn't it? They have this easy, relaxed hitting style. the lack of effort creates its own deception in its own way.
Service over. 11-14.
Interesting that the younger pair are looking a lot to the coaches during this match, during the early stages, looking for a lot of encouragement and I think a lot of tactical advice as well.
Yes, he really has got an excellent return of serve, Nova Widianto. Pounces on it.
Certainly since the coaching break, we've seen Naxir looking to move forward a little bit more, and both of them have been a lot more aggressive on return of serve.
Clever smash. Going for placement rather than power.
Service over. 12-15.
Interesting at the end of the point, Zhang Jun in the coaching chair there nodding approval. That looks as though that may have been one of the coaching points he gave him during the break, just to change the pace of the attack a little bit more, because he was forcing a lot before the coaching break.
Very clever play by the Indonesians, because of course when you've got a new partnership, if you hit down in between them, this winning shot, both the Chinese players trying to defend the one down the middle, unsure who should be going for which shot. Of course it also narrows the angle of reply. If they do get the shuttle back, a more chance of getting your net player forward and intercepting the return. Good judgment. It's the shuttle drop long of that back line.
Another good example of Nova thinking so well in attack. The point before, he wins with the smash down the centre. The next point goes down the line and forces the mistake with the lift. Very intelligent play there.
She's very impressive at the front of the court, Zhao Yunlei.
Service over. 13-17.
Good example for all the young female mixed players out there. Always moving her feet, always looking for the shuttle. Very, very alert in the front court there.
Yes, there's something that I don't think is necessarily understood enough about badminton is the amount of work you need to do off the shuttle in doubles. Continual movement of the net player, not only side to side looking, but they also move back slightly in court when their partner is about to smash, so that as he's smashing they move forward again. And it's a bit like in football when a player makes a run and pulls defenders with them, and then it makes the opening for another player to perhaps have a shot at goal. So it's exactly the same principle of that. That is just brilliant. Good low serve. Move forward, racket up ready. Little tap of the racket head, no big swing required, and the shuttle goes down so quickly. That's wide.
Again, good variety from Nova there. Chinese boy just looking to defend the centre of the court, as Nova's marked a couple of times with smashes down the centre, and Nova goes right across to the other side of the court, just keeping him guessing in defence there.
So just 3 points from this opening game now.
Service over. 15-18.
Clever smash across the body, slightly flatter.
16-18.
Well, that's how you take it early and take advantage, right? Even when there's a smash coming at you.
Yes, I think the last 2 points have been a little bit of there's a danger point there for Noba playing fast down the sides with this young Chinese boy, because he's very, very quick onto anything flat on the mid-court.
So they've narrowed the gap to just one solitary point. Well, back level. Remember, of course, the Indonesian pair had a 5-point advantage at 17-12. Only won 1 in the last 7 rallies. Missed another one. It was the right idea. The Chinese pair defensively had moved very far back in court. It was a wonderful smash. And there was a big gap across court at the net there. 5 straight points by the Chinese youngsters. And now they're just 2 points away from this opening game. That's brilliant. Well, Ian, your point about the fact that when he's played down the side, Zhang Nan has this ability, because he has very little backswing of his racket. There's the first one, there's the second, just drives it down the line. That's the Indonesians into all sorts of trouble. 6 straight points now. And as far as the qualifiers from China are concerned, they now have 2 game points.
Interesting choice now for the Chinese player here. The last twice he's flicked Noba to take him away from the net. It'll be interesting to see what he does on this game point.
It's gone long. What a remarkable run of points from Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei.
First game won by Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, 21-18.
They've just won 9 of the last 10 rallies to steal the opening game in the qualifiers, 21-18 in 24 minutes. an extraordinary opening game. Looked as if the Indonesians were in control, and then suddenly the Chinese youngsters, that run of points to close it out, 21-19.
Second game.
And Ian, I have to ask, what on earth happened? I mean, why did it change so dramatically?
I think that Nova just started to want to try and play a little bit too quick, and Zhang Nan is one of the quickest players around, and not the best tactic for Nova. I think he's got to just slow the game down from the sides of the court, not give Zhang Nan a lot of pace down the sides and let him impose his physicality on this game. I think we may see a switch of tactics here at the start of the second set.
How much also the fact that this is Nova Widianto's last ever All-England Championship. He's come close before. They were runners-up in 2008. Self-imposed pressure that he sort of feels this is, it's got to be now or never, and that's got to make a player a little bit nervous.
Certainly, normally in the first game we see Nova, in the first game of matches we see him play a very relaxed manner. There, he was very, very motivated right from the start, which is quite unusual. And I'm sure he's putting himself under pressure to win this title.
2-1.
Did well to get out of the way of that. Well, we knew that this new combination of reform, having come through the qualifying rounds and having beaten the #1 seeds, their teammates Zhengbo and Ma Jin in the second round, then in the semi-final defeating the pair that won last year, He Hanbin and Yu Yang. It's a very, very good rally.
Just some slightly better tactics from the Indonesians there, not going for the the full smash, just slowing the pace a little bit, just mixing it up. There we see, just caught a little bit out of position on defence with the slower attack.
Snatched at that a little.
Yes, and again we see just a little bit of pace off from the Indonesians there with the attack, and the Chinese just snatching at the shuttle. That's 2 consecutive points now. I think that was clearly one of the coaching points made in the break.
Well, considering this is only their third ever tournament together as far as the Chinese pair are concerned, I have to believe they're going to be a real threat for London in 2012. Yeah, good judgment.
Yes, it's interesting with the Chinese. If we look at the last 2 Olympic cycles, 2 years out, they tend to rotate some of their pairs a little bit just to try and find the strongest combinations. And when you look at the number of different combinations there's been in the mixed, it looks as though they're looking for new talent for 2012, I would say. And with performances like this, these two must be right in the reckoning.
More success for Nova Widianto there when drove the shuttle deep into the back boxes rather than the half-court shots. There you go.
Yes, he's definitely trying to stay away from the mid-court at the start of this second game.
very impressive indeed.
Very, very good mix. Taking the pace off with the slower drop and then changing the angle with the cross-court harder shot. Very good combination. The slow drop there, and then putting the pace on cross and surprising the Chinese girl. Very, very intelligent play.
Well, Chow Yun-lei asking the umpire if she can just go and tailed out. Umpire saying no.
Chow Yun-lei.
There's the pace of movement that you were talking about here from Zhang Nan. Really is very quick indeed, isn't he?
Yes, it's a real game of chess. Zhang Nan there adjusting to the change of pace of the Indonesians, and rather than hanging back on the mid-court, committing to go forward there.
Both please.
Beautiful. Wonderful change of pace.
5-6.
Great mixed combination. Fast, hard play from the rear court from the boy, and the girl providing the subtle touch to finish. Very, very good.
Service over.
Error on the low serve, and I think
7-5.
probably just the pressure, because she knows that Nova Widianto is just so good at the return of the low serve, wanting to make the shuttle just skim over the net. It's all got very fast and furious in that rally. And this time the umpire allows the players to go to the side and towel down.
Although the Indonesians won that point, I'm really not convinced that's the right tactic for them to take these Chinese on and the really fast, flat exchanges. I still feel the best bet is for Nova to change the pace of the shuttle, change the angle, and just to make the Chinese think a little bit more about their positional play.
Play, please.
What a shot.
9-5.
Whips one cross court. And he almost seemed to hold on that, and very last moment just drove it down the line.
That's the sort of touch that the fans around the world will miss when Nova retires after next week.
10-5.
There's another service error.
6-10.
Super shot, great awareness of where the gap was.
You were talking about Nova being one of the best returners of short serve in the world, and I think the Chinese have decided they're going to use the flick serve a little bit more on him. Certainly Zhang at the end of the first set used it 3 consecutive times, which is unusual at this level, and he's just started to use it again there.
Zhao Yunlei really is looking to go forward to the net, either when she's just played the low serve or her partner. She really is looking for the net reply. Good interception. 4 straight points.
9-10.
And once again, as with the opening game, I thought the Indonesians were cruising a 10-5 lead. But that's been whittled away down to just 1 point now. Level.
What's quite unusual at this level is that normally you would expect at mixed doubles at world-class level that most of the points you would expect to be scored on the girls' service. But in this Chinese pair, Zhang Nan, at the end of the first game, the big run of points came on his serve, and again this is a big run of points on his serve, which has brought them right back into this second game.
Yes, 5 to be precise. He's pushed it long. Good judgment from Zhang Nan. 6 straight points from 5-10 down to 11-10 up at the mid-game interval. I always find this absolutely extraordinary in the way that the 2 Chinese coaches talking independently to the players. I don't think I've ever seen you and another coach go on the court. We always talk to the players as a pair, tell them both what instructions or any tactical advice.
Yes, I mean, normally, certainly in European culture, you would expect one coach going on, giving 1 or 2 very clear coaching points, but the Chinese do tend to go on it when it's a pair as 2 coaches and give individual information, which is quite unusual really, but maybe a cultural thing with the Chinese.
Oh, Liliana Natsu has been pretty solid in her play, hasn't she? Just 1 error. 10 though from her partner.
11-10. Play.
It's going wide. Run of points comes to an end.
Service over. 11-all.
Really had to launch herself towards the net there to play that kill. total commitment.
12-11.
It's the first interception. She's off balance. Just proving your point, Ian. Mixing up the pace.
Yes, much better play. Nova just seems not quite settled in this match. He hasn't quite found a rhythm that's effective for him. He'll play one or two softer points there, quite successful, and then when he gets the lead, he then starts to force a little bit and try to push on maybe a little bit too quickly.
Brilliant. What a great rally.
And a good demonstration of the variety that's needed to break this Chinese defence down. They really do defend extremely well. And Nova's just got to keep thinking, keep changing the angles, keep changing the direction of the attack if he's going to be able to get through. Eventually won the mistake there. Very good play.
Well, it'll be hard work to keep this sort of tactic going, but I think you're absolutely right, Ian. That's what they've got to keep doing.
Service over, 13-14.
The Chinese players are so solid in defence themselves, but they are looking to move forward. Certainly Zhao Yunlei just took half a step further forward, which made the difference in driving back the defence. And once again, it's all level.
Again, the change of pace works for Nova, but he's not really very confident with using it at the moment. The point before made the mistake trying to force the finish of the rally, but there, just with a little bit more patience, a change of pace, he gets the long lift and wins the mistake out of the Chinese pair. I do feel he has to stick with that tactic.
Zhao Yunlei.
Yes, and when they do manage to push Zhao Yunlei way back in court, certainly more vulnerable to her defensive stance. She's going backwards towards that double service line. Just long of that back line.
That's a little bit unlucky because Natsir really has got to try and impose on the front court, and it was a good play. It was a positive play to go and hunt that shuttle down, but just too long.
Well, I have to say, when we've got to the real crucial part of the game, both in the opening game and almost sense it now, it's the Chinese pair who have responded the better. Who can deal with the pressure? Here's the little hand signal. I think the partner know what serve she's going to play. A frustration now with the Indonesians. They don't know how they're going to put the shuttle on the floor because the defensive play of the youngsters from China has just been phenomenal. So the Chinese pair back into the lead. Oh, look at that, 281. That's about 174 miles per hour.
Thank you.
Crikey.
Interesting there, Nova wandering over to his coach. Unusual for a player of his experience, looking for help at this stage. He really does look as though he's running out of ideas as to how to get through this pair.
Play, please.
1 point advantage. This is just incredible. Zhao Yunlei getting back a couple of shots there, and I'm not sure many players in the world could have dealt with. She didn't just get them back, she got them back with interest, but in the end, when the shuttle was whipped deep into that back corner, just wide.
The Indonesians there just using the slower game, pushing to the sides a little bit more, making the Chinese move around a little bit more. Much better idea. I think what we are going to see is the Indonesians slowing the play down in between the points, letting the Chinese think about the enormity of the situation, just showing a little bit of experience, slowing it down.
choice of shot from Liliana Natsir. Indonesians had the Chinese pair way out of position, but they couldn't convert. They couldn't capitalise on that.
Certainly from the Indonesian viewpoint at the moment, when they're going into the longer rallies, they are starting to make some poor choices. They're just running out of ideas. Their chances early on in the point, trying to dominate the serve and return and trying to put pressure on early in the points.
Zhao Yunlei, really, the way she's intercepted at the net, and also the way she's really hunted the shuttle. Look how eager she is to get involved, always looking and moving at the front of the court. That really has been a decisive factor. Unbelievably, the qualifiers are now just 2 points away from the title. It's long. And a wry smile there from Jane Jun.
Service over. 19 all.
Yeah, good call by the line judge.
Maybe just the first signs of nerves there, just trying to force that smash there and just drifting out the back of the court. Again, the Indonesians slowing the play down between the point, letting the Chinese think about the situation.
Yeah, well worked by the Chinese pair. And Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei are on the verge of victory.
Service over. 20.
After 54 minutes of mixed doubles of the very, very highest quality. Match point now to the qualifiers from China. What a way to save a championship point. 20 points all, and of course we will require extra points until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. She has been so sharp at the net, it's just been extraordinary. And once again, it's her intervention
21
that makes the difference. And it's a second match point opportunity for the Chinese youngsters. Once again, brilliantly saved.
Nova refusing to lie down in this match. That's the 2 match points. He's come up with tremendous shots to win the points. And again, showing some experience, just stopping the play after that match. Again, slowing the game down between the points. But on both match points, Nova's been absolutely superb.
It's understandable that the players given a little time out, given the stage and situation of the match, but I'm slightly surprised they've been given quite so long. 21-all. Missed it. Well.
Again, good experience from Nova, just changing the serve on the key point, putting the higher flick serve in, and the Chinese boy just forcing a little bit. Maybe signs of nervousness now from the young Chinese boy.
So having saved 2 championship points, now the number 2 seeds have a game point themselves to send us to a 3rd and deciding game. Who's got the nerve? Well, once again, she has been sensational. Zhao Yunlei hunting the shuttle at the net, rack it up ready.
22-all.
Once again, look at her movement off the shuttle. That was brilliant. So it's pack level, 22-all. Just remind you, of course, if it got to 29-all, it would be sudden death, the first to 30. But in the interim period, if a pair get a 2-point advantage, that's it. Yes. Good controlled aggression from Nova Widianto.
Service over, 23-22.
Once again, taking their time. Second game point opportunity for the Indonesians. Good flick serve. Oh, but she's in again.
She makes it look easy, but you have to be so brave in those situations to go in and fully commit to the kill. That's really tremendous mixed doubles play.
Goodness me, she's been so good, so solid throughout the match. One of the very, very few errors she's made.
24-23.
Just couldn't quite reach it enough.
No.
The umpire trying to get the players back onto court, because as the match ticks over the hour mark, it is a 3rd game point opportunity now for the Olympic silver medalists. They've done it! Would you believe it? What courage! What incredible character to have held their nerve and survived. Not just survived, but the courage to play 2 of the most brilliant rallies when they were 2 championship points down to save that desperate situation. And now the Indonesians, the 2-time world champions, have taken the 2nd game. It is 1 game all in this mixed doubles final. Confirmation of the score. This is just getting better and better. Well, Ian, goodness me, I think I need a cup of tea. Calm the nerves. This is just incredible.
tremendous match. The Chinese have done everything right. They've played an incredibly good match, but they're at the end of that second set, Nova just refusing to lose, coming up with two of the best shots of the whole match to save the two match points, and it's really difficult to call now. What was interesting at the end of that set is it was the Indonesians that went to the high serve, and you would normally expect them to be dominating on the short service game, but a really, really interesting third set we're in for now.
He's calling for the doctor. May have a bit of a blister on his toe.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, the tournament doctor, Dr. Ashwin Patel, has been called to courtside because it appears that Nova Widianto has got a bit of a problem perhaps with blisters and needs a little plaster. Perhaps on both toes. Not quite sure, but Ian, once again, I mean, this is just completely thrilling badminton. It's different styles, as you've pointed out, and tactically it really is intriguing.
It's really interesting. Normally you'd expect the more experienced pair to be controlling the first three shots and using the short serve to take the attack, but actually it's been the Chinese pair that have been the more dominant pair. They're very, very well organised, and the Chinese girl's absolutely exceptional around the front court. She's playing an incredibly high level of badminton from this front court, and Natsir not really able to dominate there, which we probably would have expected at the beginning of the match.
Yes, absolutely, but one wonders really when we see, isn't this just marvellous to watch, seeing the physical effort. Look at the pronation of the forearm there as they play the overhead shots, the smashes. A smash in that second game that was 278 kilometres an hour, 172 miles per hour, and when you think that Andy Roddick's fastest serve was 155 miles per hour, well, just an indication, as you can see, the physical effort, thunder down these smashes. I was going to ask you, Ian, psychologically, if you're a coach and your players have had championship points, they haven't managed to convert, what's the main thing that you have to say to them in the interval? Of course, you have to say forget it, but in reality, I know that as a player, you can't just forget that and start again.
No, but I do feel that the two Chinese players have played so well. It's a question of just giving them a lot of positive reinforcements that they're making the right choices, playing the right shots, and now they've got to start this third set very quickly and try and demoralise the Indonesians early in this third game.
Oh, yes.
Service over. 1-all.
Yeah, it was that cross-court block that did the damage. You've been urging him to do that the whole way through this match. Just break up the pace. Unbelievable. What a rally. Probably the longest rally of the match so far. And it really is fascinating the way that one pair has all the attacking play. They can't break down their opponent's defence, and then the other pair has a go attacking, and it switches the momentum from side to side. No, missed it.
At the beginning of play, we were saying we were hoping we'd get one or two great finals to mark the 100th edition of the All England. Well, I think we've got one of the very best finals in progress at the moment. Young Chinese pair, absolutely fearless against all the experience of Nova Widianto. It's a great tussle and very difficult to call at the moment.
Service fault called. Racket not pointing in a downward direction.
Service over, 2-3.
Well, the Indonesian's not happy about that.
Liliana.
Well, Liliana Natsir being called over to speak to the umpire.
It means the racket above horizontal.
Yes, well, quite frankly, I think that's a little bit naughty, because every player knows that every service judge, when they call a fault, there is a clear hand signal that is given which indicates to the player, regardless of language barriers, what the fault has been called for. I think Indonesians knew well. Pushed it long. Desperation defence there from the Indonesians, but it paid dividends.
Service over, 4-2.
One or two errors creeping into the game of the Chinese pair now. Didn't see many of those in the first two games. She gradually makes her way further and further into the net. It's more and more intimidating.
Just watch the footwork here, very aggressive, always moving forward. Very positive play.
Yes. Great reactions.
Service over, 5-3.
That's going wide. Yeah, there's the indecision when it's hit down in between the two Chinese players.
Yeah, and great variety from the Indonesians. We saw Natsir at the back, not trying the big smashes, just happy to keep the shuttle going down and put a little bit of pressure, create a little bit of pressure on the Chinese. And in the end, a lot of indecision, as you said, between the two of them down the centre of the court.
Indonesians have opened up a 3-point cushion. Oh, great reactions this time from Liliana Natsir.
And that could be interesting for this match now, because we haven't seen so much of Natsir in the front of the court being able to dominate, but she's just starting to get one or two chances there and looking more positive.
Well, they really did deserve that rally, Tunisians, but the net cord actually gave the Chinese pair an opportunity to get the shuttle back, but they were under huge pressure. And that was the one that actually gave the opportunity to the Chinese pair, but they couldn't make the most of it. Four straight points to the Indonesians. They're looking aggressive now, aren't they?
Yes, and Zhang Nan's gone a little bit passive on return of serve there. The feet not moving as well, and he's just a little bit static at the moment. Maybe just losing a little bit of heart.
Yeah, tempted into trying to play the shot, just the return given enough pace to tempt Liliana Natsir. Of course, the Indonesians did have a 9-4 lead in the opening game, a game that they lost. So, for all Indonesian fans, they will be hoping that their pair is not complacent. There's a lot of flick serving going on now.
There is, because both of the girls are very, very fast around the front court, and it's quite difficult to find space there, so both pairs have started to use a lot of flick serve. Also, there's maybe a slight element of tiredness creeping in as well.
Beautiful drop shot. Left the Indonesians stranded.
6-10.
Looks as if she's going to play the powerful smash.
Red, please. Both.
Oh, yes. That's the psychological games that go on. He was deceived by a wonderful disguised drop shot on the previous rally. He does exactly the same to his opponents on the next one. So it's the Indonesians that have a 5-point advantage as they change ends in this deciding game. Many more winners from the front of the court from Liliana Natsir, and would expect that in mixed doubles. It's all about, as you were saying, Ian, woman going forward, allowing the man to control the rally from the back of the court and set up his partner to try and finish it off from the front. But look at that, look at the number of winners from Zhao Yunlai, and that is why they, as a pair, have had so much success in the match so far. That's why they held championship points, because quite frankly, in my opinion, she has been the outstanding player on court.
Yes, absolutely. She's been incredibly dynamic around the front court. And what's impressive, whether it's her partner hitting the shuttle or her hitting the shuttle, her feet never stop. She's always hunting the shuttle, looking to close the angles down. Very, very impressive level that she's played here today. Just with the coaching break there, that's where the coaches earn the money. Change of ends in the deciding set, and these first 2 or 3 points after the break will be absolutely crucial. Yesterday in the third set we saw Nova and Natsir come out against the Olympic champions and really try and increase the pace after the coaching break. It'll be interesting to see whether the same tactics applied today.
11-6, play.
Yes, that was more positive on the return of serve. I'm not convinced it was the best low serve I've ever seen from Nova Widianto. It certainly wasn't. the Chinese players, when they do go forward, they don't hang back at all, do they?
8-11.
No, they're completely fearless. Once they get into that mid-court, forecourt position, they really commit to the shot.
Service over. 12.
It may not be Liliana Natsia's natural game. Maybe she prefers to hang back a little bit more in court, but I do think that she's got to have the discipline if she wants to win this title to really be committed. Stand her ground at the front of the court. Low serve is short of the mark.
Service over. 9-12.
Yeah, well short. Opportunity was there. That's well worked, rally.
And a good illustration of your point, Jill. When Natsia is positive at the front of the court, it allows Nova to move up the court as well, and there he's in great position to finish the point. Natsia applying the pressure, Nova very high on the court to finish.
Between success and failure are just tiny. That shuttle banged into the top of the tape. Stayed the Indonesian side. Well, it was a shot from Nova Widianto early on in that rally that actually did the damage.
Service over. 14. Jump.
Intelligent play there from the Chinese. I've seen the last 2 points. Natsia trying to move forward and trying to be aggressive at the forecourt. And they're just holding the shuttle and going over the top here. Here we're going to see. There she was trying to move in and got caught and made the mistake moving backwards.
Another error from Nova Widianto.
13.
Take deep breath, calm the nerves. Just 1 point the deficit. she is again. Look at her movement, how she's come back towards the right-hand side of the court, and then as her partner has hit, she's adjusted her position as she's moving forward to cover the one straight down the line. And it's all level. 1 game all, 14 all in the decider. Indonesians want the shuttle changed. Chinese don't. Umpire says no, the shuttle is fine.
That's here being really, really positive on the front court now, and that's just keeping the Indonesians in front. Very positive, attacking, moving forward, racket ready again. Great playing.
Well, that's fascinating. Well. Indonesians wanted to change the shuttle before the last rally. Chinese said no, and now the Indonesians won that last rally. Chinese asked to change the shuttle and they said no, it's fine. Don't get that.
Time is over.
Mind games, it's all going to be mind games. There's going to be a lot of that in these last few points, I think.
Just long of the back line. But yet again, the use of the flick serve.
60, 15.
Yeah. No question. And at this crucial stage, the Chinese youngsters go into the lead. Brilliant. What a rally.
Great play from Nova there. Again, switching the attack, changing the direction, changing the angles. All of his experience coming into play. And again, that's here very positive in the front court now.
Yes, and clever to notice that so much of the time Xiao Yunlei does tend to defend almost crouch defence, which means that she's virtually committed to that forehand side, and that last push from Liliana, and that's it, aimed towards her left hip, and therefore got the winner. Just handing something to his coach, I'm not quite sure. Is that a water bottle? Needs to be refilled. Oh, it's not surprising they need some more liquid. An hour and 25 minutes this final has been in progress so far, and there is nothing in it. 1 game all, 16 all. Just long.
It's interesting, since the change of ends and the coaching, Zhang Nan's been very, very aggressive on return of serve, and again another super net cord return of serve there from which set that point up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good low serve. They've been flicking him so much, and then comes up with a perfect low serve. Xiao Yunlei. Nerves of steel. Yes, hesitation. I think he changed his mind. He was going to leave it, then knew he had to play it. That's wide. And exactly the right moment. Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei have a run of 3 points, and they're now just 2 points away from the title.
Really good play from Novi there, solid return, creating the opportunity and taking the attack. But he's got some choices to make on service now. He's not been very successful with his short serve since the change of ends. It'll be interesting to see what he chooses to do here.
Play, please. Play.
Smash down the middle again, the channel attack. It has been very effective as far as the Indonesians are concerned.
And this is really possibly the key point of the match now. Noba hasn't managed to score a point on short service serving to Zhang Nan since the change of ends. He's got a really massive choice to make on this point.
Just wide.
Great aggression from the Chinese girl there, completely fearless. Always moving forward here. Great interception there.
Well, the Chinese player saying that they wanted the court mocked, they wanted a break in play. The umpire is far too experienced to allow that to happen. They have 2 more championship points. Of course, they had 2 in the second game. They couldn't convert. So this is championship point number 3.